Okay, I hope. Okay, now I pushed all this back up. Again, let's see how it can be manipulated. This is supposed to be up like that. Coronary band is supposed to be straight and then go around the foot like that. Okay, then you have a heel buttress that goes from there, connects to the back of the foot, and it grows and it lifts the foot up. And you want to have at least an inch of sole, 3/4 to an inch of sole under there. Oh, I have flies visiting me now. Okay, but when you trim the heels out, it slowly starts pulling all this down. See? And shortening up the foot. Okay, now see how where that heel buttress should go from, which is the red, is now pushed in between there. See? And then you would have a false heel. See that? Pinches that in there. Okay, so let's straighten it up again. There we did. We uncovered it, and we're going to push it up. Then our heel would go correct. Okay, so now, yep. Okay. So now I'm just going to take some pictures. And then I'm going to skin this so you can see internally what's going on. Again, let's look at this. Okay, again, see how much this moves? That's why you have to know what you're doing and maintain that horse's foot correctly so that he has the correct heel buttress, not a false heel, which is when the heel buttress is trimmed out and all this gets pulled down under here like that. See, and it can really be pulled down and it can really stretch under there too. Yep. Just like that. See there? See, that would not be the horse's true foot right there. Okay, so again, when we grow it back, what happens? It adds to the wall here and it lifts that up, and that heel buttress, you'll get a new heel buttress and that'll start growing again. See, usually we find you add on 1/2 inch to the overall length of your foot, if not more. Sometimes these are so trimmed out and this cartilage is so... See, because you trim it out, then the horse is walking on this and it crushes, and then you trim it out some more and it just keeps moving under and under and under, and this whole thing just keeps going more and more with each trim, and the more the horse walks on it, right there, crushing it more, pulling it more and more under, crushing it more. You know, horses weren't meant to walk on that. Okay? Horses were meant to walk in a capsule with the heel buttress right there with an inch of sole under there. And then if they got 2 heels here, see, and then an inch of frog growing from that frog corium right there. See that? If I got 2 heels here and I fill that up with an inch of frog, then I have a true anatomically correct foot and a true good wild horse's foot, because the true wild horse's foot, that's what they have. Okay, so see, the way this works is you got digital cushion in here, and it's soft, but it's also very rubbery and bouncy. And so then you have a good, from the internal right here where the frog stay goes to the ground, you have about 2 inches of frog from here to here. Okay, and so when this pastern, short pastern bone, descends between the collateral cartilages, which spread out like that, and it descends onto that digital cushion, it descends down, it descends down till it hits the frog stay, okay, which is another type of cushioning, and then it is forced and it bounces back up. And this is what gives the horse the correct suspension system and the spring in his step. A horse that doesn't have a good frog stay and is just landing on digital cushion bottoms out like that. Okay. All right, so I hope that helped you understand this more when you see how much this moves here. See, now we're going to look at this cartilage in here, and I'm going to take half of this off. Half of my foot is drying out like rawhide. Look at there. See, I just pack it in salt. So maybe I'll just keep this side up, and then so you can see it, and then I'll crush the other side so that you can see there. See how this side is up? Okay, and see how I've pushed this side down? You can have that too. You can have one side up. Kind of, well, you've all seen that, right? One bulb higher than the other. There you go. That's why. So we can push this side down. I really don't even want to cut into it and show the collateral cartilage in here. So I might just put it in salt and let that happen so that we can see. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, anyway, I hope that it explains kind of some of what happens. I don't know. I might just have to open that up. Check it out. Again, let's see what happens to the frog. It can be spread apart like that, and you can have very little actual frog on it. If you don't have good heel buttresses, the heel's been trimmed out, forcing all this to round out, and you got people that are doing that, you know, and stuff. Forcing these feet, forcing a horse to walk like that. They think that's hoof mechanism. That is not hoof mechanism. Okay? Having a good, thick inch of frog here, under here, and an inch of sole and heel buttresses. That's good heel mechanism. This is too weak. It was never meant to be walked on. Okay.